Shalom, shalom. I want to say Kal Halal Yahweh by Hashem, and Mashiach Yahushua. Kal Halal Yahweh by Hashem, and Mashiach Yahushua. Today, I'm going over some joint prepositions. And I'm going to do a few other things as well. But right now, I'm going to just do the joint preposition factors. With also adding in a factor of nouns. So I'm going to do joint prepositions and nouns. This is by, and, by. So you got by, right? By is going into and, by, with, or against. You got ka, which is as, like, or according to. You have la, which is to, for, at. You have ma, which is from. This is a joint preposition. And you also have mine, or mine, like not mine, but mine. Mine, which means from, but you'll use that of it, it'll be a noun. It wouldn't be a joint preposition, but it'd be a noun. That's how that would work. But that would be from, and I'll show you how to use the joint prepositions. Right? Praises. So, dealing with a joint preposition, when you're dealing with that joint preposition, so I give y'all a few words that, with some nouns to show you how they correlate it. So I'll give y'all some like some nouns like this would be the word, man. House, I give you another noun, just something easy. You. This is another one. Her. He. Right. So just simple things like that. So what we'll do with this, we'll use a joint preposition with a noun, right? So we'll see how that lines up and how that works. So let's do that. So say I wanted to say, he in the house. Just simply as that. So I go to the word bank, and the word for house is bayah. Bayah. So I also want to use the word he. Hawa'ah. So I'll say uh, he is in the house, but in Hebrew it'd be he in the house. Because there's no word for is in Hebrew, right? So you'll write he. And don't forget, we're using what? The joint prepositions with the nouns. The joint prepositions will always go to the what? Right side. So the joint prepositions always go to your right side. So you'll have haya'ah, hawa'ah, Salakia. Haya'ah is for her. So hawa'ah, he, ba. So the word for ha would be the, right? So you got hawa'ah, baha, baya. Haya'ah, baha, baya. Hawa'ah, baha, baya. He in the house, right? So that's what you would pronounce there. Hawa'ah, baha, baya. He in the house. That's one preposition. Dealing with a noun, right? Say you wanted to use the word, hold on. Right? So say you wanted to use a word like uh, we. So you got we, which is a nachnawa. We, a nachnawa, kwa, which means to shore or rise, to endure, right? To mature oneself. See what else I have here. Yara, Yara, which means to teach. Yara means to teach or to direct, to shoot, to throw, cast lots. And we can do a sock. Right? We teach. Right? So we got Anachnawa Kwam Yorah Asap, which means we rise, teach, gather, or assemble. Right? So this is the word bank. And we're going to use the joint prepositions. Joint prepositions will go where? To the right. And I soak these in with other ones, like dealing with pronomials and things of that nature, outside of the pronouns. Because you also have to know what makes a pronoun then plural and things of that nature. So, anyways, dealing with joint prepositions. Say you wanted to say, let's say you wanted to say, we will endure, let's say you wanted to say, we will endure in the earth. Right? Or another word for endure would be rise, or another word for endure would be to be sure. So when people say Kwame Yasharala, they're saying rise Yasharala, rise so-called Israel. So, but we'll use what we got down here. We'll say we will rise in the spirit. Let's use that, right? So we can use the joint preposition. We will rise in the spirit, and then we'll just go down, right? Using them all with these. So the first word we're going to use for we is anachnawa. We this is the word will, or to do, or to work, which is the word aisha. So anachnawa, aisha, so it's we will. Rise, right, with, joint preposition, in, by, with, or against. That's what by is. So you'll do ba, so you got anachnawa, aisha, kwam, baha, mashiach. Anachnawa, aisha, kwam, ba, hamashiach. All right? So that's what we will endure with Christ. We will rise with Christ. Right? Get this over here. Right? So we got anachnawa, aisha, kwam, ba, hamashiach. So that's anachnawa, aisha, kwam, ba, hamashiach. Right? Okay. So these are the joint These are joint prepositions. Ba, ka, la, ma. Ba represents in, by, with, or against. Ka is going to as, like, or according to. La is going to, for, or at. Ma is going to from, right? We got, this is the joint preposition. This is just a noun of from, because you can use them in joint prepositions. Joint prepositions will always go to the right. So you'll have right. Nawa Aisha Kwam Ba Kamashia. Nawa Kwam Salaki. Nawa Aisha Kwam Ba Kamashia. Let's do another one. Let's do as the father let's do I'm gonna write as the father worked his work we will do. Or no, we will do the father's business. Or about the father's business. Anything, you know what I mean? Anything like that. Let me see. Yeah, about. I could do about the father's business. No, but about the father's business. Obviously, let me see. As the father does, we do, according to his business. So I'm gonna write, as the father worked, we will work according to his business. So that says, as the father, as father worked, we work according to his business. So that'd be ka aba aisha anachnawa aisha ka malakawa. Ka aba So that's Ka Abba, right? Because you got Abba. Ka Abba Aisha Anachnawa Aisha Ka Mala Ka Wa. That's as Abba work, we work according to his vision. Okay. Use Ka. Ka means as like according to. So in other words, as Abba work, we work according to his business. Right? Okay. So these are the things that we want to get down and have solidified. Right? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh and Yahweh. Because you also got things like separate prepositions. Right. But we're going to get through these. All praises to the spirit and power of Yahweh and Yahweh, man. Let's say I wanted to do, what else we got in the word book? Let's say I wanted to say, we will rise and gather together for Yahweh, right? So I'm going to write, we will rise and gather together for Yahweh, for Yahweh. Remember, these are joint prepositions. They always go to the what side? The right side. So we will rise together and teach for Yahweh. I'll do that. All right. So that's, we will rise, right? So that's, so like we will rise together and teach, right? For Yahweh in his name. So that's Anachnawa, Aisha, Kwam, La Asap, Wa Yara, La Yahweh, Bashem Wa. Right. So let's break that down a little bit. So you got Anachnawa, which is we, or let's, right? Us. Because then if you don't know anything about the Nawa, right, that makes when you're dealing with plurals and singulars, that's going into like the we. I get into that, but that Nawa there is going to that Anach, which is why it's going into the we. So you got Anach Nawa. Aisha, which goes into work or to do, right? So it says, I will do his will. You have Anya, Aisha, Ashawa. I will do his will. So we got Anachnawa Ashaquam, which is to rise. La, which is show joint preposition. To, for, or at. So what? Anachnawa Ashaquam, La, Asa. So that's to gather because the word asa means to gather or to assemble. Anachnawa asha kwam la asa. Wa yara. The word wa. Okay, so the word this is and. Wa can always mean and as well, and you'll put it what to the left. Slakia to the right side. I go into those detail by detail. Pronomials, prepositions, joint prepositions, separate prepositions. What are those? Anachnawa asha kwam la asaf wa yara la Yahweh, which is for. Remember, and I can read that as well. So wa yara La Yahweh, Ba, which is what? In, by, with, or against. So you can say Ba, right? But I'm using in, so Ba, Shem, Shem. You know, Shem, or Shem means what? Name. That's what Shem means. So when somebody says Ba Hashem, you have Ba, which means in, you have the ha, which is what? The. And then you have what? Shem, which is name. Right? In the name. Bahashem. Right? Easy peasy. Right? So that'll be that Bahashem. Again, these are joint prepositions. These are the basics. This is the foundation. Let's use the people are from the Lord. So let's use the, which is ha. The, I'm. Try to get a little bit crispier. Yeah. All right. So the people, I forgot literally what I said I was writing. The people are with the Lord. So the people right? So I got the people with the Lord. Really, because there's certain things you just can't do in English and try to do that in Hebrew. Right? So it'll really be Ha'ain Ba Yahweh. So in English, it'll be this, right? Okay, so you'll have, so in English, this Hebrew script right here would read, for you to understand, the people with the Lord, right? But in Hebrew, just to give it to you to understand it would read, the people with Lord. The people with Lord, right? But there's no, but you couldn't say it, say the people with the Lord, boom, but how it sounded, right? So with Yahweh. Ha-ein by Yahweh. Ha, the word the. Ein is the word people, right? And you have ba, which is in, by, with, against. So the people with who? Yahweh. So sorry about my handwriting. Right? So from another format, this would be saying Lord with the. Lord with people the, right? Lord with people the, but that's not how we doing that. Right? Again, these are joint prepositions. Okay? Shout out to Taya Howard, man. Love y'all. Shout out to Sleepy. Shout out to the camps pushing truth, man. Peace. Shout out to the elders. Anyway, everybody's pushing peace, no hatred. Okay. Oh, and I'm doing courses as well. I got some tight stuff coming up, y'all. Like some tight stuff. So yeah, again. So let's say I wanted to say again. These are just the joint prepositions, right? Let me show y'all. Let me get some separate prepositions so we can further this thing. Okay. Mon, before, front, Lapanya, Lapanya, all, it's a lot there, my bad. I'll and I'll. On, above, about, and I, car, ra, ya, which is behind, after. Oh, my knees. Okay. Whew. All right. So, all right. So we got separate prepositions, which is from, which has got mon, which is from, before, in front, which is lapanya. You got al, which is to, towards, or unto. You have upon, which is isle, right, which is upon, above, about, and you have aharia, which is behind or after. Right? So, let's just use some of the word banks you already know. We'll just, just write it down. Remember certain things that we have, things that we are using, especially when dealing with these joint prepositions. Yeah. I should have dealt with some more nouns, but we can always get into that. I guess with school right now, we can just deal with the joint prepositions. We'll probably deal with some conjunctions a little bit, but that's fine. So, dealing with the separate prepositions and joint prepositions. So, he is in the house. He is in the house. She is behind the house. Boom. Right? What we got? Oh, snap. I was looking like, why doesn't my pronunciation, what I'm about to say, look like what I'm saying? All right, so we got Hawa'a Aharya Habayath. Hawa'a Aharya Habayath. Hawa'a Aharya Habayath. What does that say? He behind the house. Simple. See? Literally, that's all that say. Right? He behind the house. Let's say she behind the house. And she behind the house. Salakia. And she behind the house. Right? So we got Hawa'a Aharya Habayath Wa Aharya Habayath. He behind the house, she behind the house. It even sounds real simple. He behind the house, she behind the house. See, that was pretty simple. To show y'all kind of how that's lining up, let me do real quick some conjunctions so y'all can see how I did that. So this would be more so dealing with the conjunction. Wow. Alright. So, if you see right here, you got wa, awa, kaya. Those are what? Conjunctions. Those are conjunctions. So, again, these always be before what? The nouns. See with me? So you'll have, and the Lord said. So someone say, and the Lord said. I'm going to say, and the Lord said, come in the house, right? So we got, and, Yah, Ha, Wa, right? What? Yeah, that's it, Yah, Ha, Wa. Said, why I kept writing the same letter. So, why Yahweh the bar? All right. All right. So we got so we're using joint prepositions, separate prepositions, and conjunctions. Right? So to say in, like go in the house. To say by the house, with the Lord, against the people, you'll say by. To say as he did, like he did, according to what God says, you're going to use ka. To say he went to the store, he went to the house, from the house, he's at the house, you're going to use la. To say from the Lord, right? From Yahweh, you'll use mine. From a separate preposition, right? You'll use, like, say you wanted to say, before the people. Lapanya. So you'll say Lapanya ha'ain. That's before the people, or in front of the people. Say you wanted to say towards the Lord, or towards the children of Israel. You'll say I'll ha Yasharal, or Yasharala. So ha, it's like it. Towards the people, towards the children of Israel. Yeah. I'll ha Yasharala. Then you got above, so you want to say above the people, you'll say I'll ha-ama or ha-ain, and then say you want to say behind Yahweh. Aharia Yahweh. So anyways, what this says here is, and Yahweh spoke, right? Come in the house for the children and people to pray and love, upon your people, says Yahweh. That's what that says right there. So again, that says, Wa Yahweh Dabar, Bawa, Baha Bayath, Kaya, Haban, Wa Aim, La Pala, Wa, Achba, I'll, I'm Kaima, Salakia, I'm Kam, Amra, Yahweh. Amra says. So you got Wa Yahweh, the bar, Bawa, Baha, Bayah, Kaya, Haban, because Ban deals with children, Kaya, Haban, Wa, Ain, and people. La, Palal, which is to pray. Wa, Ahba, which is and love. On, I'll, I'm calm, right? I'm calm, which would be your people. Amra Yahweh, which is says Yahweh. Right? That's what that's dealing with right there. That's dealing with joint prepositions, separate prepositions, conjunction. That's how you use all of that in one. Right? So you use all of that in one, and on top of using all of that in one, what else are we doing? Right? We're using what? We're showing you what? How to combine it in sentence form. So I can move on to the next form, right? Y'all can make them notes, take them notes. Right? Man, let me see. pro- possessive pronouns, right? So let's show how possessive pronouns are used. So let's say I wanted to say, he he is with the Lord at my house, right? Because remember, we just went through the joint preposition. So now we're going to deal with, all right, he is with the Lord at my house. So how would we break that down? How do we deal with that? So let's deal with the joint preposition. He is at the Lord. It's like he is with the Lord at my house. So the joint prepositions go to the what side? Right side. But the possessive pronouns would go to the what? Left. Let's demonstrate. So we're going to use he is with the Lord. So we're going to use he with the Lord. So we're going to use the joint preposition first, which is with. The not gonna use that really. We'll use we'll use Salakia. I was gonna say he with the Lord. So I'm gonna say Hawa Salakia. He so Hawa by Yahweh with at. So you could use more like of a I wouldn't really use the law here, but I guess for this instance you can, right? So Hawa by Yahweh la. So you would say at. So you would say at our house, right? So you would say, so you use the joint preposition first. So this is the word at. So remember the word la is dealing with to, for, at. Right? Just like by, when you say by Yahweh, use an and, by, with, or against. So he with Yahweh, right? At our house. So because our is a possessive pronoun, and it goes what? At the end, you'll use you'll use the pronoun first, not what's making it possessive, but the pronoun. So it'll be la, house, bayat, nawa. Right? So you will have Hawa ba Yahweh la bayath nawa. Hawa ba Yahweh la bayath nawa. Bayath nawa means our house. Right? The la is at. So let me break this down. right? You see that? What do we got here? We got Hawa Ba Yahweh La Bayath Nawa, right? You're using a possessive adjective. So your possessive adjectives, Ya, Ka, Wa, Nawa, Kam, Kan, will all go to your left side, right? Rewind it if you want to see where the joint prepositions go. So if I was to say, at our house, I like it. La, which means what? For, right? At, right? To. So anyways, just using the la, that's a joint preposition, as an example with the possessive pronoun, right? So, at our house again, just out the squiggly line. So you got, because this is a joint preposition starts here, you'll put at our house, but you're going to use the pronoun. It's always the joint preposition, the pronoun, then the possessive. What's making it possessive goes here, right? So, 2, 5, Ya, Na, Wa. And this is like in the singular tense. Ya Nawa, which we don't get into that. Ya Na Wa. Shalakia, what's that? By La Baya Nawa. That's a Ya. That's a Nawa. Right. That ya is what makes things plural. We haven't gotten to those yet, but it'd be ya nawa if it was more of in a plural sense. This is, I'm speaking in the singular sense here. Right? Anyways, right? You understand? At our house. So that says at our house. La Bayath Nawa, at our house. It's that simple. Right? I'm going to do a few more and I'm going to close this segment. We got let's say if I wanted to say let's say I wanted to say he is at your house. He and she is at your no, well, she is at your house. right? So we got Haya'a la Bayath Khan Wa Ban Han Bayath. That's her, right? Then you got what? House, right? So like it. You got her, you got la. So like it. So like it. You got her, la, Bayaf, Khan. So that's her at your house. So like it. Your, which is Khan. You got Bayaf, which is what? House. And Bon Han, which is and their children house. So just kind of break that down. You got law at house. On and on right? So you got Haya'a La Bayath Khan Wa Ban Han. Right? That's at your house and their children house. Shalom. All right, I'm about to end this with a song to close out, man. You hear me? All praises to the Most High.
When I go back and listen to my songs, I just be rapping my life, and I don't know how I feel about letting my business go like that. If you know me, you know I don't talk. It's pretty much the only way I can get to it. Just open up. It's a problem I'm dealing with. My elder told me don't be boastful, put your pride aside. Ain't no unseen, it's only unknown. My wife is beautiful, she mighty fine. All the women in the world, thanks for mine. I'm finna stop doing music, I feel idolized. They stop calling me to go. I'm finna stop doing music, I feel idolized. Y'all forgive me of my sins, this man won't. When my brother died, it made me think how all my family feel about me. When you hop in house to house, your face get weak. Head hanging lower than your ZC. Priestly garment, but your name tarnished. Dang. Why can't Clorox clean that stain up your name? Where I keep me sane. Pennies over fame. Even with the change, I remain the same. I keep it real, I keep it G. But somebody meant to speak. Learn that from my pops. You know him, you know me. He the OG, even when he OT. Spreading the word by any means, next is overseas. My elder told me don't be boastful, put your pride aside. Ain't no unseen, it's only unknown. My wife is beautiful, she mighty fine. All the women in the world, thanks for mine. I'm finna stop doing music, I feel idolized. They stop calling me to go. Finna stop doing music, I feel idolized. Y'all forgive me of my sins, this man won't. It gotta be the Lord to get me by. Cause I ain't it pennywise. We unequally yoked and on the sunny side. Be too easily provoked and that be your demise. Yeah, some be street teaching with no souls under their belt. You can't heal them if you ain't healed yourself. Yeah, you keep your Sabbath or you do your best. Yeah, you ain't fulfill the law again and still the rest. Yeah. Seek the Lord and not the mortal world. It's all a matrix, at times I forget. When you get rich, you gon' ignore the poor. And it haunts me when I reminisce, cause I did. My elder told me don't be boastful, put your pride aside. Ain't no iron team, it's only iron mine. My wife is beautiful, she mighty fine. All the women in the world, thanks for iron mine. I'm finna stop doing music, I feel idolized. They stop calling me to go. I'm finna stop doing music, I feel idolized. Y'all forgive me of my sins, this man won't.
Wow, that was hard. You gotta hear that again.
If you know me, you know I don't talk. It's pretty much the only way I can get to it. You know what I'm saying? Open up. It's just a problem I'm dealing with. My elder told me don't be boastful, put your pride aside. Ain't no iron team, it's only iron mine. My wife is beautiful, she mighty fine. All the women in the world, thanks for iron mine. I'm finna stop doing music, I feel idolized. They stop calling me to go. I'm finna stop doing music, I feel idolized. Y'all forgive me of my sins, this man won't. When my brother died, it made me think how will my family feel without me. When you hop in house to house, your face get weak. Head hanging lower than your ZC. Priestly garment, but your name tarnished. Dang. Why can't Clorox clean that stain up your name? Where I keep me sane. Pennies over fame. Even with the change, I remain the same. I keep it real, I keep it G, but some ain't meant to speak. Learn that from my pops, you know him, you know me. He the OG, even when he OT. Spread the word by any means, next is overseas. My elder told me don't be boastful, put your pride aside. Ain't no iron team, it's only iron mine. My wife is beautiful, she mighty fine. All the women in the world, thanks for iron mine. I'm finna stop doing music, I feel idolized. They stop calling me to go. I'm finna stop doing music, I feel idolized. Y'all forgive me of my sins, this man won't. It gotta be the Lord to get me by. Cause I ain't it pennywise. We unequally yoked and on the sunny side. Be too easily provoked and that be your demise. Yeah, some be street teaching with no souls under their belt. You can't heal them if you ain't healed yourself. Yeah, you keep your Sabbath or you do your best. Yeah, you ain't fulfill the law again and still the rest. Yeah, seek the Lord and not the mortal world. It's all a matrix, at times I forget. When you get rich, you gon' ignore the poor. And it haunts me when I reminisce, cause I did. My elder told me don't be boastful, put your pride aside. Ain't no iron team, it's only iron mine. My wife is beautiful, she mighty fine. All the women in the world, thanks for iron mine. I'm finna stop doing music, I feel idolized. They stop calling me to go. I'm finna stop doing music, I feel idolized. Y'all forgive me of my sins, this man won't. Oh yes, Green. This one for the money.